Hello, Leslie. Hello, Charito. Thank you for joining despite the time shift. Summertime in here.
Yes, well, let me just say, Michael, we we don't keep up with your time. So, and what happened is last year I missed it completely because when you go to launch that, the letters, the words, or the font is so small that I had to wait patiently, right? And I started looking around at the screen, and all of a sudden I see 7 a.m. So it's really up to you to let us know when you're done.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And we
You're
will
welcome.
start. Right now, we are just two of us. Maybe there will be others to join, but we will start now. So, welcome everyone here to the next Power of Touch Industry 5.0 event, in which we write towards the future on a back of a language with one term, one word, which I introduce at the beginning of the event. And today, the term is morning. And I would like to ask you, Leslie, first. When you heard the term morning and you close your eyes, what came first to your mind, please?
Wow, morning. Well, it was very clear when I was younger um, what morning was, but I will tell you now that I am retired and in the winter of my life, sleep is not routine. So morning could be 2 a.m. when I get up to have a cup of broth or to do a little writing and then go back to sleep. Or it could be 6 a.m. So I actually have choices, right? And there is no regimented time for sleep anymore. So I can sleep for 4 or 5 hours in the middle of the day. It's very strange. But what it means is that I can call anytime I wake up morning. I guess I'll leave it right there and thank you, Michael.
This is a very nice answer. Charito, what about you? When you close your eyes and you hear the term morning, what came first to your mind, please?
Oh, can you hear me both,
Yes,
Leslie
yes,
and
we can hear
Oh,
you.
I love what Leslie said. It's even 2 a.m. Oh, that's morning. Actually, when you say morning, I always equate it with the sun, the sunrise. Or if you look at the time we have in this world, the 24 hours, at 12 midnight, you call it 12:01, 02, that's a.m. already. Anti-meridian, the p.m. is the prime meridian. So, if looking at that, at 12 hours each, morning and afternoon, including the evening, uh, that would be something else. But for me, I would go literal about it. Something that gives me hope. It's always in the morning, the first half of the day, the afternoon is the second half. It's where when you wake up and you open up your eyes. But yeah, Leslie was right. Even without the sun, it's already morning. But it's how we look at it. I would say that although it's morning for me, I still crave for that where I can see the sun already, or if not, because it's rainy and the clouds were, you know, thick and dark. But I would consider that as waking up, facing, a new day for me, and thanking God for that. And that is morning for me. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Charito. For me, it's exactly the same. I love to sleep, but I love morning as well, to wake up in the morning. And I don't use any alarm clock for decade or more because I just wake up and I know it's the right time to wake up and stand. And the question is, Leslie, do you think that the term morning and wake up are not same, but somehow related?
morning and wake up.
Yes.
Well, Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things yeah, absolutely. That's how we were programmed based on the sun and right routine and whatever the family program was. It through repetition, we created the body clock, right? That's how you can wake up at the same time every day because there is, the body remembers. But I'm remembering when you said, Michael, that you love to sleep. Nobody loves to sleep like a teenager. Nobody. They will stay up all night and sleep all day. But for when I was young, I used to do something that my parents didn't appreciate, but it was so I could control sleep. I would set my alarm when I was in high school for 2 hours before I'm supposed to get up so I could fall back to sleep. So it was the luxuriating in the beauty, because when I would go to sleep I wouldn't always be in this state, but waking myself up, I was very easy. I didn't do anything. I simply reset the alarm because I knew that I would get to fall back to sleep. And one time I used to take a warm bath in the morning, and honestly, one time I fell asleep in the tub. And my father came in, thank God. I never did that again, right? But it was so relaxing. So for me, I think that was about control. That I love this so much that I set up my environment to do it again. What do you think?
I love what you describe, and Tracy is just joining us. Hello and good morning, Tracy. We already started, but I will ask you the first question, if I may. Tracy, what you the term today is morning, and my question is, if you close your eyes and you hear the term morning, what came first to your mind, please?
Uh, Morning, Michael. It's my morning actually. Hello, Sharito and Leslie. Morning. When I hear this word, every time, doesn't matter what time of the day I'm hearing that, I always can visualize sunshine. At least the sun is behind the clouds, or at least some kind of light. That's what I could think of. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. And Leslie, coming back to you, I have I don't know whether it's special or not, but I can sleep before I go to sleep. I simply love to sleep, and I can sleep anywhere. I sleep in a plane, I sleep in a car, I sleep in a tank during my army service and so on. I can sleep really anywhere, but and I can do this quick sleep, so 2 minutes and I'm relaxed. And it's quite interesting because I do not connect morning and wake up, in fact, because I can get to sleep anywhere and anytime. This is why, for me, morning is more the sun rising, as just uh, Tracy said. Charito, uh, do you like mornings? And does it change during your life?
Oh, always, Michael. I love mornings. It's the time of the day where you face the world, you face your business, you start your day. You put, you program whatever it is the whole day, and it is an application of everything that you would like to achieve within the day. So I love mornings. It's the time when you wake up and you see the sun. I love that. You can walk around. I do my exercise in the morning. I don't exercise in the afternoon or whatever. So I really love mornings. Yes, back to you.
Thank you very much. Leslie, why do you think that so many people don't like mornings? Especially they say, I don't like mornings because I have to go to work. Is there anything more from your perspective? Why not to love morning?
Well, half the population is going to like it and half isn't. And not exactly half, but it's about what you think. It boils down to your perspective, your life experience, and the meaning and the perspective or the viewpoint on what morning brings to you. So, if you wonder why some people love mornings and other people dread it, it's because of what they're thinking. If it's about going to work and they dread it, or if it's about doing tasks that they dread, then they're the cause and the source of their attitude for the day. And attitude is actually three things, it's not just one thing. Because I remember when I was little, my mother would say, "Can't you just, if you would just change your attitude, Leslie?" But that is the stupidest question because attitude isn't one thing. It begins with what you're thinking, then the way you feel, and then the actions that you take in the world. So it's that there's your reason, and it has to be that way because that is the law, one of the universal laws of polarity. You're going to have some people that are going to be thinking negatively about it for whatever experience they're going through, which is real. And it's the one that we go through the most. So if you wake up every day grumbling, then the chances are that the past is setting the precedent for the future. So you're going to continue that. And so in my work, it's more about understanding that what we think, how frequently we think it, and the way we are feeling will always match our view of the day. So we just have to keep looking for the good thing because it's there, and so is the bad thing. So for me, I only think of good things about morning. For others, it's negative. So I went on a little bit. Sorry for that, but I hope that helped.
It does. It does. And Shami just joined us. And Shami, I will tell you the term today. It's morning. And the first question came to you when you close your eyes and you hear the term morning. What came to your mind first, please? You have to unmute yourself, Shami.
You.
Yes. We can hear you now.
Thank you, Michael. Okay. If I will tell morning, it is like a birth. I will see the new view today, how I do it, how I live today. Thanks to God, because before not coming night, not coming today. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the connection was not very clear, but I try to catch your words. Tracy, when we look at morning from the perspective of a time, means 4 a.m., 6 a.m., or even afternoon, what time is for you morning regularly? Or better to ask, what time you, yeah, what time is morning for you? And we cannot hear you, Tracy, you are muted.
Michael, I'm sorry. I just walked away. What did you say? Can you repeat, please?
What time regularly do you call morning? So is it, are you wrote it, are you early bird or the owl? What time is morning for you? Is it 6 a.m., 4 a.m.?
Morning for me when I was in school is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, just fixed in in my mind, it has to be 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I guess that's when we start school officially in grade school, even college. The first class normally starts at 8. But now, post school, I think my morning is 6 and earlier, 6 a.m. and earlier. Normally, it's a 4 to 6 a.m. for me. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. What it is for you, Charito? Is it the same? 4 to 6?
Oh, you mean when does my morning start with the work,
Yes,
whatever?
yes, yes.
Oh, actually, at this age of mine right now, it is a different schedule. But I wake up every 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. in the morning. I don't know, just automatic. But I go back to sleep at 4:30. I have time to, So 4 or 4:30, then I wake up at 5:30 to 6:30. So that's morning. That's when I start my regimen. 6:30 a.m. I wake up, have my coffee. At 7, I have my sun bathing because the sun already peeps out in the mountain. And then I do exercises. So morning, that's every morning. But sometimes when I sleep late at night, I have to stay for 11 or 12, then I wake up at 7:30 or 8:30. So my body adjusts to the time I need to sleep around 7 to 8 hours a day, a night. But my morning then is different every day. But I always have this uh, I'm being awakened every 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. I think it's from the ethereal or whatever. But I wake up and then I sleep again. And I enjoy my sleep, Michael, just like you. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much. I do remember I have every morning I talk to my mom. She is 76. And I do remember the time she was all the time early on. So she started her work as a kindergarten teacher at 6 a.m. So she has to wake up at 4 or 5. And then when she went into rent and so on, and she stay home, we call ourselves in the morning. Usually it started around 6, then 6:37. Today, even 8 or half past 8 and so on, or half past 7, sorry. And I do remember that for a long time, my mom apologized for calling me too late. And I ask her every single time, I ask her, why do you think you are too late? Is anybody waiting or are you missing something? And it took several years my mom to realize that she can enjoy the wake up time and she's not in a hurry because she's not working in the kindergarten. She does not need to go to work. But it took her several years. And even this week, I think it was Tuesday, yesterday, she said, sorry, I was late. And I have to repeat my question. And this is question for you, Leslie. Uh, do you sometime do you feel like you missed something in the morning that you should wake up earlier, or is it not the case anymore?
Well, that's the fear of missing out, I think. And I think that's probably what's going on with your mother. So, women, as I've got coffee going, women that are traditionally raised very often feel responsible for anything that goes wrong. Now, is that because, in the patriarchal society that women are to be second, if you will, to men? But ask me the question again.
Whether it's you
Michael.
feel sometime to miss something in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's exactly why I explained what I did when I was a kid, right? Because I missed I would have missed that second sleep. And I think that I'm very much like you in terms of being able to sleep anywhere, and I think that that's because we're fire signs. You're right. You're Sagittarius, right?
Yes.
So you can sleep anywhere. I can sleep anywhere at any time. I don't know why that is, but it's not uncommon for us to be able to lean against a wall and fall asleep, right? I mean, wherever we want to sleep, we have the ability, I do, it sounds like you do, to actually relax enough and close your eyes and put yourself to sleep. Not everybody can do that. So for me, maybe it is fear of missing out, missing that second or third chance to go back to sleep, right? Because of how wonderful it feels to fall back to sleep. I don't know. This is an interesting conversation. So back to you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Leslie. Tracy, is there a difference when you wake up in the morning alone or when you wake up in the morning being with someone who you love to be with? It can be husband, it can be children, it can be anyone. Is there a different feeling in the how do you feel morning?
I think I'm a morning person in my mind, but I'm not a morning person in conversation. I don't like people to ask me questions, even say good morning to me in the very early morning. Let's say 4 to 6. That's my alone time. That's when I can recharge myself and get ready for the day. You know, if somebody walks around me and they just do something without even saying anything, I consider that interruption. That's just me. So morning is definitely my rehab time, if you call that way. And I want to say, because I guess, you know, we all have our biological clock. Some are morning person. We all prefer, you know, getting up early, join Michael rather for this meeting. That's part of my treat for Wednesdays. And there are night owls who are more productive at night, like Leslie mentioned, a half and a half or for 40, 60, something like that. But I think, you know, whichever the internal or biological clocks work for you should always follow. I guess our body tells a lot more to our mind without us knowing it. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much, Tracy. Shami, following the answer by Tracy, did you enjoy mornings more when you have been a boy or a young man, or do you enjoy mornings more today as a grown-up man? So we lost Shami. I will ask the same question you, Charito. I just changed the word man to women. So did you love mornings more when you have been a girl, or do you love it more as a grown-up women? And Shami is back. Shami is back.
Okay.
Let's answer. Shami, did you hear my answer? My question? We cannot hear you, Shami. I see you are not unmuted. You are unmuted, but we cannot hear you for whatever reason. So I will ask the same question to Charito, and you will see whether you can step in. Okay, Charito, so the question is yours.
Can you ask the question again?
Yes. If you enjoy mornings more when you have been a little girl, or if you enjoy it now as a grown-up.
I grew up no electricity, nothing. We only have the sun, the moon at night, and all that. So we enjoyed evenings because at daytime, morning and afternoon, we were in school, and our parents, and during my time, they're very school oriented.
We lost you, Charito. We cannot hear you. It was some drop in connection. And we can hear that you enjoy more afternoons and evenings as a girl.
Yes, because did I say? Did you hear me say something about my youth? I said, yeah, I enjoyed more the afternoon, like 5 o'clock up to the evening, because we grew up in the province, and so there was more playtime after our school, and when there was a moon, that was our electricity during my time. So it was so behind we in the province, and so mornings were more on the school. And when I was younger, I did not know if I enjoyed school or what, but my parents were so strict, so we have to be there. So I enjoyed when I was younger, elementary and even high school. I enjoyed afternoon, like from after school, then evening, then mornings. Back to you, Michael.
Thank you, Charito. Leslie, I do remember that you told us that on Irada there are 3 suns. So is there morning?
Well, when the sun comes up. So, yeah. It's night that is diminished. So morning would be when the suns came up. Right? Because one is fixed and the other two are rotating, but the planet is illuminated 3/4 of the time and only at night 1/4 of the time. So I would say, yeah, you could call it morning. I mean, probably there I would think of it more as daylight and evening or night, night, because it's so long. But again, you could take a nap or you could sleep during the long hours of sunshine, and people did. And very often they would go inside the mountain out of the sunshine where the production facility is, and there's a lot of living inside the hills of Arada. So, yeah, I mean, it's real, isn't it really what we call it? Let's put it this way: there's more opportunities for people who like to nap on errata to wake up and call it morning because the sun is out all the time. Thank you, Michael.
Wonderful explanation. Yes.
I'm sorry. I have a 7:30 hard stop, but go ahead, and I apologize for interrupting you.
No. Thank you very much, because it's so interesting that you explain it so. And Shami, I will try to ask you the question which I asked before. Did you like mornings when you have been a little boy, or do you like it today when you are a grown-up man? And you have to unmute yourself, Shami. And I see you muted, so I'm not sure if you can unmute or not. But yes.
Sorry, Michael, I have not heard your question. Can you?
Okay, I will repeat it. Do you like mornings more when you have been as a little boy, or do you like mornings more today as a grown-up man?
This is the difference. For age purpose, when I'm a little boy, my mother, my father can take care to me, wake up to morning, early morning. But when I'm adult and the present age, I will wake up selfly. And my wife, my partner help me to wake up early. So this is the difference between uh, this boys' morning and ages morning. And we are now start for that how to do today working and etc. earning and next step plan, how to develop and etc. working. But as a boy, I have not to think. I will think how to read, how to study, how to go to school, etc. Thank you, Wicked.
Thank you very much, Shami. Tracy, you said that you generally do not like morning when someone speaks to you in the morning or questions, but you deliberately join every Wednesday this session where there are only questions. Why?
And I will tell you why, Michael. Because normally, if I have something to discuss with someone, I initiate the conversation. I don't wait for people to call me, because I think this is a perspective everybody does. When we play sports, we have home game or away game, right? So when we are at home, we have more support, more I guess preparation, because everything we know, we have the familiarity, and normally we win. This is how I do my things. If I initiate a call, I talk to someone, I know what's going to happen. But if somebody call me, even though I may not, I may even know the topic already, somebody will be kind enough to send me, oh, this is things I want to discuss. But because I did not initiate that action, I feel I'm kind of underprivileged. That just, the way I think, how I approach things. So when I initiate this call, I join Michael Rada for his conversation. I feel I'm prepared. But if somebody did jump to me and say, "Hey Tracy, can we have a meeting this morning?" I will be, telling that person, "No, let's schedule the time when both of us are aware of that." And that's the same thing when someone talked to me in the morning. I wasn't prepared for any conversation at all. I take time to wake up. My mind might be up. I can think, but I want to type, write it down. That's the preferred communication. I do not want to have a unexpected conversation in the morning, period. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. And I'm honored that Wednesday morning you are all the time there because it's so interesting to see the view and perspective. Charito, do you think that you will look different at the morning, which you so nicely describe, and you will not be living in the countryside, when you will not be looking at the mountains and the sun rising? Will it be different?
Oh, you mean now?
Yes, if you, for example, if you will live in a city or somewhere where it's crowded and you can hardly see the sun, or not speaking about the nature, do you think it can influence the way how we feel about morning?
Yes, probably. But you know what? Is my sound okay, Michael?
Yes, yes, it is.
Because it's not clear here. Anyway, if you're going to ask me if it makes a difference, it's everywhere you stay, whether in the province where I have the sun's light and a cool atmosphere and all that. Here in my place, this is a city, but still I have those. In the morning, I have the sunrise facing me. I have my garden. I have my fruits, my trees, my flowers. So the same environment. I would say that the way we look is actually more several factors. What you're doing now, or maybe probably the age and all that. What is your responsibility, and what are you still doing? I'm trying to make myself healthy by following what the doctors say. I have my sleep for 7 to 8 hours, and I have my exercise. So I don't think it will change my how I feel about mornings, or here or everywhere or anywhere for that matter. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Charito. Shami, do you think that we will look differently at the morning in wasteless world? And you are muted, Shami. And I'm not sure if Shami can unmute, but I will ask the same question to you, Tracy. Do you think that in the wasteless world, this is the world which we talk about all the time in all our conversations, the world in which we will live meaningful lives, that we will enjoy mornings more?
Probably because I think there are significant amount of people who may have to wake up in the morning and take care of the things that's left overnight, such as, because I have a hospitality background, I've seen, restaurants, hotels, uh, those late night shift people, because that, the shift is relatively small with a small number of staff. They do leave a lot of things behind for the morning people to come in. And when I was younger, I remember there's always people on the streets, because in Asian Pacific, a lot of morning workers, they're there to sweep the streets, do the cleaning up of the city, getting ready for the new day. But here in the United States, those morning workers work when the rush hour begins. I can never understand that part, but I kind of realized that there are not too many people willing to get up early in the morning, get things ready before others come in. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you very much. It's very interesting comparing. And I just think about my country, and we have probably combined both. So we combine, there are night workers which do part of the time in the night of the cleaning, and there are some who do it during the day and usually rush hour as well. But I never understood fully how it's working. For me, for some morning, I asked several people before this event what the term morning is for them. And I receive frequently that morning is they are happy that they have been given the next day to live. But there are few who said, morning, oh, I am closer to the death, to the end. And I'm just now thinking, if we will help people to encourage to love mornings, as we explained that morning can be so much, how the life of the people will change, because if you enjoy it, if you wake up in the morning, you know what to do, you really love the work, you love the people around you, you are full with energy, and this energy is being shared with the others. And I think to start up well in the morning is helping us really to serve not only to ourselves, our purpose, but to the others, and sharing the enthusiasm and everything helps the others. And I hope that our discussion, because we have less than 1 minute left, 2 minutes left, that it will help others. And I will come back to you, Tracy. Is there any Chinese proverb about morning?
Yes, I actually put it in the chat. This is always something in my mind, I guess, because we say the plan for the year begins in spring. The plan for the day begins in the morning. So if we miss the morning, we basically messed up the whole day. And what you just said about the WASTELESS world, I wanted to share this message. Our mornings are always, somebody's night, always someone else's morning, because we live on this globe, right? If we can somehow manage the resources wisely, I'm sure we can save a lot of energy. We can probably create a WASTELESS world, like you said, that the vision you have, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you all, including Leslie, for joining me today to the next Power of Touch. I wish you have a nice time free of waste and wasting in all its forms. Stay safe, be free, be human, and enjoy every single morning. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michael. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. Bye.
Bye, Shaman, Tracy.